I guess for now you've got the last name.
Hey everybody, it's me again, your boy E, coming to you. I have a problem with the steering column today, and it's really crazy. So, I'm gonna tell you how to do that. The first thing we need to do is actually take the negative terminal off the battery, and then you wait 3 minutes. So, we're gonna go do that. So here's the battery of the Aveo. We're taking off the steering, not the steering column. We're taking off the negative terminal for the battery, so the airbag has no power whatsoever. And we're gonna sit this down over here away from anything else that could possibly make it turn on again, because if you put on the chassis ground or anything like that, you want to put it on something rubber so that it doesn't have any connection to the chassis ground, so that you won't have any power coming from this piece of sheet metal or this frame itself of the car to power the battery and get juice to the battery, because therefore the airbag in the steering column will be activated, and we don't want that while we are working on the steering. So it's been about 3 minutes, and we have actually waited for everything to be situated, with the battery not having any voltage to the steering column, so that we don't get messed up by the steering by the airbag that's in the Aveo right now. So as that's happening, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna loosen up the steering column, and then we're gonna go from there, take the airbag out, put it in the back seat. If we put it in the back seat, we're going to make sure that nothing in the back seat is near it, so that it will not have any power to there, and it's a safety hazard if we have it in the front seat or anywhere else in the car. We are in the Aveo right now. We are going to be putting and taking off the steering column right here. This has been 3 minutes, and we're gonna get to that right now. What we need to do is we need to come on here. You see that Torx bit? We wanna use a, let's see what size this is, 46H Torx bit with our socket. You got one on each side. And as you can see, there's one on each side. So I'm gonna take those off, and I'll be right. All right, so we're back, and I'm gonna took out the screws already. There's the screws right here, bam, bam. 2 of those on each side. It was one over here on this side, and it was one over here on that side right here in this hole right here. We're gonna take off the steering column now. Well, not the steering column, the airbag, excuse me. We're gonna take out the airbag now. As you can see, it's loose right here. What you do is, you see those yellow wires? This right here tells you that you do not put any ohms, voltmeters, anything towards these at all. So you gotta take these off. Give me a second here. We'll hold it down like that. See if it holds like that. Nah, do it like this. Alright, that's how you take them out. Squeeze and pull up. And boom. There it goes. Now, this is your airbag. You place the airbag out of harm's way in the back seat, away from anything else electrical. And this is the parking control system right here that you can take off as well, just for extra precaution. As well as you can see, the wires right here go into the left and right here. And this also controls just the whole harness for the airbag itself. So if you go underneath here, you see this big yellow wire. See if I can get the light on there. Get the big yellow wire down here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that big yellow wire right here actually is your housing
for the wires of your airbag.
So now that we've taken it off, we're gonna do some testing on the inside of here and see what's wrong with the steering column and all the other great stuff, clock springs, to see if it's anything wrong with that and why the horn doesn't work, etc., etc. Be right back. Okay, now that we diagnosed the horn switch, the horn and inside the harness, everything else looks good. We reassembled some stuff, made sure that everything was all right. Make sure you put yellow back to yellow and black to black, because if you don't, then it's basically cross wiring and everything else. Make sure you put it back as assembled. We're gonna put this back on to here, just like that. And then we're gonna put these screws right back in here. You see they have thread locker on there. Make sure you put some thread locker on here because it does have vibrations on there. Put those on there like so. That's one, and always put it in with hand twist first, and hand tighten first, I should say. And then we're gonna also put the other one in back over here. And you can see, make sure these wires are not inside of everything else right here. So you gotta move that wire like that, and make sure you're not scrunching that wire. Okay. All right. Okay, so after you have reconnected everything else in the car, what you want to do is you want to go back to the front and actually make sure the battery is connected back to the negative terminal. As you can see, it's not connected right here. I'm going to put this back on right there. Boom. It's back on.